I'm Johnny Lieberman, and you're watching LNP. What does LNP stand for?
Late Night Playset.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been on there. Yeah, good show. You should like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
You trim your beard. You look great. And he did a shave. Everybody looks great. What's up, you guys? Must be here. Beautiful. Hi, what's up, dude? What's up, Gus? Tommy. Hey, how are you? Good to see you guys. Good morning.
There they are. I filled that sucker up today.
I could tell.
Yo, yeah! Holy man. Oh, yeah, it's the Bubble Man. What's up? Sound like Ian Bagg. Man, the Bubble Man came. Yeah, what's up? Shout out to Ian Bagg. Shout out to my buddy Byron Bowers, who we wouldn't know if it weren't for Ian Bagg. So many things. Hey, everybody. Shitballs. What a way to start. Hello. No, that's not it. Hang on. This one. There it is. Did it. Got it some way there. Some way. Oh, look at my shirt. Look at your shirt and my shirt together. How about that? Oh, that's a great shot there. Stiglette, so this is your cam today. You can do whatever you want. Normally it's Will on camera 3, but if you feel like moving this anywhere, it's camera 3 here. You can put it anywhere you like throughout the show. You don't need to, but if you feel like, oh, I want to have a camera, you should put that wherever you want it. Noted, he says. Stiglette's making a post over there for his Magnus Walker video that he did the other day. He was down at the garage, and he did a series of videos, I think, and he's working on those now. And I think there might be a teaser coming out soon.
There is actually. We're dropping the 1-minute teaser right now. So if you're on my YouTube channel, Stiglette, you can check it out there. And currently posting to Instagram as I'm speaking.
Wow, and you have a mic there and people can hear you and everything. That's killer. I love it. It's like a professional show here. I'm glad you're here, Stiglette.
Thank you for having me.
Stiglette's killing it, everybody. Anyway, he's got a Magnus video coming out, so check that out later. Andrew Florin is here. Porsche's Andrew Florin, good to see you. 993 Studio. Carissable, thank you, saying the shirts look great. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Festy AF joined. Festy AF. Wow, what a great name that is. Someone who is festy. And if you are listening on a podcast, you're going to have to watch for YouTube to see what words I mouthed. If you're listening on a podcast, I assume you're smart enough to figure it out. Podcast people seem to be smart people. seem to be smart people. They're doing too many things. They can't watch this damn thing. They're too busy. They gotta work and make money and travel someplace while listening to podcasts.
Right.
Just it. Okay. Well, anyway, welcome back to the old late night playset. My name is Jay Ryan. I guess it's the current late night playset. It's the old late show set. Welcome back to the old David Letterman set. It's the current late night playset with your hosts, Jay Ryan and Nicole Ryan. We're the Ryans. And this is what we're doing with it. Anyway, welcome back. It's Tradecraft Tuesday. It's Talk to You Tuesday. We're talking to you. We're talking to the Stiglette. Stiglette's in studio, as we've already mentioned. Maybe he'll talk a little bit about his teasing the Magnus video later in the show. I'm trying to see. Triple caution, as I like to say it. Rocks Montreal is here. Analog Speed, what is up? Taylor Hendricks. Oh, crap. I didn't load your thing in, but no, I can't do it now. You know what? I can hold it up here. That's not the same. We'll do it on Thursday. That's better anyway, because then it's a tease for Good Vibes Breakfast Club. He did a great little teaser for Good Vibes Breakfast Club the other day, and he sent it to me this morning, and it was really great. I mean, he's such a good analog film photographer, and even though some of the stuff he shoots is digital, he just has that artistic sensibility.
Yeah.
We just brought it up yesterday because, well, we'll talk about all this stuff. There's no agenda, by the way. We were supposed to have Adam Ferrara this week. Adam Ferrara had a work thing come up. He had to shoot, so he's going to reschedule. We'll have him in a couple weeks when he's back from New York. But in the meantime, there are a couple things that we have watched lately that I would love to talk to you about. One, to tell you to watch if you haven't watched them. And then two, I want to tell you a little bit about what we thought. And then hopefully when you do watch them, we can talk about it again, maybe even with Catherine DeLorean. But two of the things I wanted to talk about were the new DeLorean docu-series. It's 3 episodes on Netflix. Totally snuck up on me. I was not aware of it coming, especially with Cat and everything else. We knew that there were things in the works, just didn't know it was like, Netflix is. It's a surprise they drop it. We watched one just to see how it was, and we watched all 3 same night in a row. It was really, really quite good.
It was a fascinating telling of that story that I haven't seen before.
And then the other one is Nate. Oh no, Nate Adams. From Chassis Media, from Adam Carolla's production company. Nate Adams, who's been here as a guest. He does these fantastic films for Chassis Media, and in particular, it's the one called Shelby American. And this is not to be confused with 24-Hour War, which came out a couple years ago, which was the Carroll Shelby Le Mans story. Which is getting me to why I started bringing this up. After we watched the Shelby movie, all I could think was, man, they nailed it in that Carroll Shelby versus Ford versus Ferrari movie. They nailed it because all of the saturation, all of the colored looks, all the film looks, everything looks like all of this old footage that you get to watch in this documentary. All of that to say, back to Taylor over here, Analog Speed. He's got that same sensibility. He's able to shoot with new modern equipment and still get that old feel and look. And I love that. So, 5 minutes on Jay being passionate about film stuff. Back to Tradecraft Tuesday. It's we're we need to re-up our supply, but we're also getting rid of the old stuff here because all of their packaging is different. They've got new flavors and things like that. So we're just sort of emptying out the old shit. One of the options, Tahoe OG, as you know, or the Lift Me Up Tangy X Jack Herrera. These are your options today.
I went the Tangy X one.
Tangy X Jack Herrera. Man, I keep all day. I think I gotta text those guys, and I didn't do it. Because there's another thing I'm going to help them out with. There's another friend of ours in the podcast game, significantly larger than we are in the podcast game, but in the comedy podcast game. Anyway, he also would like a connection there, and I was like, "You're big enough, and they probably really already like you and follow you that I think we could put something together." So, I don't know.
Cool.
This is for her. None of that was for you. I'm sorry. We don't talk much before the show on show days, so intentionally. I've talked enough myself. Let's figure out how you guys are doing. What's going on with you guys today while I fire this up for you? And you guys being Nicole and Stiglette. And then anybody here as well.
I'm maintaining.
Maintaining?
Yeah.
It's been a rough while for you, honestly.
It's Yes, it's been difficult, but I learned the most then, so I'm leaning into that heavy.
Okay.
So it's been a good day. It's been a good week for that.
Yeah. I mean, that's great. It just it bums me out when you're falling down a lot and all the other stuff. It makes me sad. It makes me so happy to see your big old smile, but it makes me sad to see that, like, oh, you think something's better. Oh, she's locking it in or whatever. And then boom, dum, dum. Like, oh, man, she's not. I feel terrible. I wish there was something I could do is basically what I'm trying to say.
I appreciate that. It's just, honestly, it's really narrowed down to motor skills. And that, it sucks. But, like, I did a ton of sports where I fell a lot. So I know how to do it. So I'm thankful for that.
Where you know how to fall without getting hurt, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because you used to play hockey on the ice, and that was the hardest surface known to man, so you had to fall softly.
You have to,
It's weird what you're prepared for throughout life, isn't it?
Yeah. It all leads up to, it's all preparation in a weird way. So I'm leaning in.
Yeah. Is that clogged? Did that work?
No, I had two puffs.
No, but it's working.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't see any air come out. It didn't sound like you were saying. Oh, there it is. Compete with you there. Yes, triple caution. Does Stiglette have a live mic now?
I do.
He does. Oh, but here on the Instagram, I don't know if you probably can't hear him any better because.
Hello.
It's because he's like 12 feet away on the Instagram. The YouTube audience can hear it fine. Like, this is so fucked what we're doing. It doesn't make sense. Nobody gets everything. You know what I mean? The audience is watching on Instagram, but the show is better on YouTube. It's ridiculous. The whole thing makes me laugh.
Technology.
Yeah, it is what it is. Tom Green posted some stuff today. I don't think he's coming back. I mean, he might come back to visit, but
He's up in Canada, yeah?
He was in Canada. He's either still in Canada or in someplace in America like Montana, but I would imagine he would just stay in Canada where his family and friends are, I would imagine. Not that he doesn't have friends here, but I mean his
he's
actual
not
blood
here.
family is there, yeah.
Cool.
And Glenn Humplick is there. Glenn Humplick and who was the other one in the window? Phil Giroux. Is that right? I think that's right. You never watched that show, did you?
No.
Oh, God. You were in college. I was obsessing over this whole genre.
I was studying books that I threw out.
Can I tell you, I think I figured out what happened the other day. I'm always like, oh yeah, and then it skewed into this tangent. I think I know what happened.
What?
I think I simply stunted my own growth and development for 20 years. I was able to get by and have jobs and do things and make money and, you know what I mean, and make creative endeavors and enterprises and stuff. But the truth is I was never enriching the whatever. I had never really... I realized it after I said it the other day to whoever the guest was here, and I was like, I'm basically like 20 years old again. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I picked up right where I left off when I was a kid. But the truth is, I mean that developmentally as well. Like, of course, I grew up in that time. But mentally, in my own kind of, does Jay make sense to himself? How nutty is Jay kind of thing? Like, does he realize it or not? Oh, I love it. I love it. The honest shows. Jack. Guards Rad says, Jack. Hi, Guards Rad. I love you, David. I miss you, David. Seeing you at Breakfast Club the other day made me so happy, but it made me realize how much I missed you. We went from seeing each other so regularly and talking like almost every day to you got busy with work. This angle is not so bad. Haha. Oh, you're the best, Carissa Ball. Triple caution. How good is his new property? Looks great. Whose property? Because I realize I probably brought somebody up. Do we mean Magnus, his house? Could be. Or Stiglette? Stiglette, did you get a new place? Did you move? My hair is ridiculous today. I don't know what's going on with anything. Whole thing's a mess. You guys, nobody would have any care in the world, but like the whole thing blew up half an hour before the show, and I spent every second of it on figuring out whatever happened. And then sure enough, 5 o'clock rolled around. I was like, oh, no, everything works fine. I don't know what you're freaking out about. Like, oh, it's so crappy.
That's a nutty day.
Oh, Tom Green. Yeah, duh. Gee whiz. I'm sorry, buddy. You brought it up. Yeah, I know. Sorry. It does look cool. I didn't see too much of that. I did see that it looks like a cabin. And he had some off-roader thing in the garage. I was watching that earlier. One of those things we drove in Hawaii when we went, when you went to go do the when she used to walk. She used to be really fun. You did the Indiana Jones swing.
Oh yeah.
You remember Start the Plane, Jacques? The end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, he's running down and they're all chasing him. All the darts and everything, and the guy's fishing with the plane. Anyway, she did that. She did that rope swing into that river right there off of that tree, just like Indiana Jones.
So cool.
30-something years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I didn't really know the movie, so everyone told me about it while I did it.
Hilarious. It's totally true. She didn't really know the Indiana Jones series. Honestly, I mean, we've watched them before, but I would say that you didn't actually take them in until this year. 2020, maybe.
I would agree with you.
Because you love them now.
Love.
Yeah, it's a great series. The lessons are so great. That's why Back to the Future is so great. You know, the story's awesome and the car's cool and everything, but the lessons in those movies are so stinking good. I know, who wants a lesson? That shit's important, whether we realize it or not. It really is.
They're the easy lessons you can absorb that you miss with book learning.
I find people don't want to learn lessons, so you get tricked into them by being entertained, and then you watch somebody else, and, oh, that's how they dealt with whatever it is, and then hopefully, theoretically, maybe you hang on to some of that. I mean, I think that's the writer's intention, or maybe the filmmaker's intention.
It's a writer's intention, at least mine and the ones I know. Like, that's the goal. But it comes out organically because you're literally crafting people based on people you know that you learn from.
Which is all of us, and I mean everyone you're around, you're learning, you're picking up from. Good behavior, bad behavior. No, I think you are. I think you are. I think most people are, whether they know it or not. Osmosis happens. Yeah. Unless you're conscientiously like turning it off. I'm sorry. I've been playing with this ever since. I don't know why. It's the little nub from your thing. People are like, what's wrong with his fingernail? He's got a cocaine. No, it's the little nub from her thing. I'm just silly playing with it. Let's see. Ryan E. Media. Hey guys, just chilling on the lawn at Caltech. Very cool. How's everything? Some people were talking about buying Newcomb's Ranch and turning it into a B&B with high-end car storage. Well, the thing is, I mean, lots of people are talking about that. I don't know exactly what that means. I've talked about that. In fact, that was my idea that I pitched to Matt Farah. Build the building at the bottom, have the B&B at the top. I mean, I'm not a genius with that. I'm sure a lot of people came up with that, but Moonlight Ranch joined. Maybe Moonlight Ranch will buy Newcomb's Ranch, and then we'll have a ranch party. What's Moonlight Ranch? Anybody know? It sounds like a brothel. Is what it sounds like. It sounds like the Bunny Ranch.
Like the HBO show.
Yeah. Go check out whatever that Dennis whatever on Moonlight Ranch. His name was Dennis something. I remember that.
Dennis.
That show was great until it got. Like the first season of that show, I was like, what? This is amazing. Like, I had no idea that this is how that world worked, you know? You see it in the movies, but it's like cowboys and go upstairs with the girls. They're really showing you how they like bargain and how the payment system works and everything. It was crazy. I was fascinated by it. But then later, once you're like getting into the personal lives of the different girls and everything, I'm like, I don't care about that. No offense. You know what I mean? Like, this one's a porn star, but she also sleeps with these people, but her husband doesn't care. Like, I don't know. I don't remember.
At the beginning,
it was just too much.
Showed the business part of it, which
I
is
was fascinated.
interesting.
Because I couldn't believe it existed. And then in hindsight, nowadays, as far as we've come, I'm like, I can't believe it doesn't exist everywhere. Like, everyone's selling sex on Twitch, I'll tell you that. They're in their freaking bikinis in their swimming pools with their light shows and in their living rooms and everything. It's cuckoo crazy. Imagine what we're doing here, but like with a pool.
You showed me it.
And you can write on my body with your name.
Nope.
But I guess my point is we're just selling our bodies again. We're selling our bodies again, which is the same thing as prostitution, which is what was illegal in the beginning because the government wasn't getting to. Although I guess if it's all through, I'm realizing this in real time, everybody. I guess if it's all through these apps and everything, then everybody is getting their piece, and then it's fully legal, just like cannabis.
Totally. The oldest profession is now legit.
As long as everybody gets their cut. I mean, that's kind of life's rule. Anyway, so yeah, Indiana Jones is a classic for sure. Hi, Rod Emery. Oh man, Rod Emery, you had the best post today, man. If anybody else didn't see it, how about this? If anybody, you should go to skip everything I just said. Go check out Rod Emery's page, like you don't every day anyway, like the rest of us. But go check out his page and the inspiring post he put up this morning. It was the type of thing that everybody feels. And it's great to know that somebody that we all look at and idolize, like Rod Emery, who's just always doing it and looks like everything's perfect and amazing all the time. It's great to know that they have bad days too, and that you have to truck through it, and that they do and overcome. That's basically the message. Truck through. You got this. You got this. Hammer down.
It's what we all need to do for everyone. So I loved it. Hammer
down. Supercar Sound is here. Cars How-aholic. Car Show-aholic. I got it. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop! 500 in a spin. I'm going to Cancun. Car Show-aholic. Moonlight Bunny Ranch, Carson, Nevada. Is it really, or was I just... no, it's not really. You're making fun of me, but that's exactly what it sounds like. Podle 65. That's right. Podle? Promix 01. Do you think the new fire above Glendora will affect the drive-up ACH tonight? I don't know.
I did not know there was a fire.
Yeah, me neither. Stiglette didn't know there was a fire. Hi, Ron Goodman. Hello to Australia. Australia, you're on the air. I'm so grateful that you find me funny. I mean, I really, if you didn't, I would have nothing. Nothing. Ryan says, hi, Nicole. Irish potato cannon. Oh, yeah. Tell me about the Irish potato cannon. Load them up and spit them out. Rusty Kid Brazil's here. Car Show-aholic. Researched it. You researched buying Newcombs? Or something else that I've overtalked here? Or you researched the Bunny Ranch? Save Ferris joined. Wasn't that a band? That was a band when I was a kid that was like really hot, and it was based on from the water tower in the movie Ferris Bueller. Save Ferris.
I didn't know that, but I knew about the band.
I shouldn't say it was based on that. That was their cover of the thing. I don't know where the name came from. Damn it. Neighbor. There was too much to go. Oh, God, I didn't clean them. Dang it. Where's your studio? It's very professional. Oh, Ryan, you're awesome, man. Thanks so much. You want a tour? Here. No, let's do it. Let's do this. We're going to leave the YouTube audience here for a second. Oh, wait, you know what? No, I have to show you something that's even cooler. Here, look at Mrs. over here for a second, and then I'm going to show you something because we have to talk about a new camera operator we have over here. This is Henry on the new iPhone 11 on camera 5. Henry. Oh, look, Hank. Henry. Now, that's sort of the camera we always had. You know, we could zoom it in to get the guest and the whole bit. But I think because of this. Yeah, look how big the studio is now. Whoa. Holy crap. And who is this? Says hello. Refugee Republic says hello from the UK. That's cool. Hello to the UK. UK, you're on the air. All right. I actually like that very much, but I realize that it's not color balanced like we usually are. So allow me to do that real quick and see if I can like this a little bit better than I do currently. There we go. And I'll just bring this down a little bit. I'm liking that a bit more. Anybody else?
Yep.
Whoa! Turn all the lights out. Split the difference there. Wow, that's huge. That's crazy. So then you got So I'm just going to do a tour with this guy. So that's the crazy wide shot we just got. So let me see if I can get. So this is camera 1, and that's camera 2, and that's camera 3 that will or will not be something with the Stiglette, and then that's camera 4, which is over there. Now we got camera 5, which is this wide one back here. Bro, look at that. This is the whole Letterman. Crash. Oh, I actually hit the camera. It's shaking. That's great. Look at that. And then you got the Joey cam over there. It's kind of the off studio cam. And then you got, look at this. This is you. This is you guys. You, the Instagram audience. Oops, LOL. Hello, your Millie's order is at your door as directed. Have a great day. Enjoy your food. Thanks. Is he talking to us?
I don't.
You talking to us?
Another package for me to pick off?
Yeah, that's right. Stiglette, nothing's arrived yet today. What's up?
Yeah, I know, right?
You're the magic touch. All right, so that's that. Here, I'm going to plug this back in now. I know I didn't really walk you around here. Let me walk you around, but I'm going to be away from the actual mic over here. Now this is where the Instagram gets the better show. There's the missus. Here we are over here. And here's back at the skyline. Oh, look at this. There's the Sticky Babe building across the way there. And they are right next door to the beautiful, beautiful St. Clair Insurance building. You see that? Right over there? They're right next door. There she is again. Come around here. And then this is the we call it the window case. That's what we it's a bookshelf, but it sort of represents that old side of, like, Letterman's old skyline sort of had that kind of look to it. It was kind of a rainbowy with the blue. And then Joey's over here.
Hello.
And he's working over here, and he's doing his postings, and he's got all his stuff here.
Right there.
Yeah. And then that's it. So the answer to where is it? It's in our place. Like, this is it. Isn't that crazy? Yep. Going away. They're all dropping off like flies. All right. That was for Ryan. That was for Ryan. I gave you your thing, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I only got my glasses on. I feel like my brain works again. Do you know, like, have you ever, you know, when you're like, say you're in the car and you're gonna start to have to go to the bathroom soon.
It's all you think about.
Yeah, but then but like sometimes it sneaks up on you, and then sometimes you just have to go to the bathroom right now.
Yep.
And I find that that's what goes on with these glasses. I find that I don't realize that anything's wrong, and it just creeps up on me. I'm like, oh, more and more and more intense. And then eventually it's like, I can't take it anymore. What is that? Oh, that's all it is. Wrong paste. Yeah, I guess so. But somebody's order is ready. Good for you. All right, let's see. Okay. We talked about how everybody is? We did all that? What else is there to do? I got so caught up talking to everybody. Pinstripe Chris is here. What's up? I hear Pinstripe Chris is car shopping. Is that right? Pinstripe Chris? How about that? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Am I doing that too?
No, I don't know. I feel alone out here. Oh!
I'm exhausted.
You are exhausted?
Yeah.
So are you getting worn out even just doing the show? I'm sorry.
No, I'm fine now. But I had to hold my energy all day, so I was functional for an hour. It's the silliest thing.
But you're learning that you have to do that now. You weren't doing that for a long time.
No, and I'm broken. Probably because of that.
I definitely think the one thing about you at Trade I've always noticed is you push too far. You've always pushed too far, and I think that must have come from your athlete days of just push through it, just push through it.
Yeah, you have to work through the pain to learn how to deal with it, so that if it happens during a race, you're not out of commission.
Good Lord, that's so wrong. It's abusing your system.
Horrible.
And you applied that to everything you did in life.
Yes.
Patrick Liddy's here. What's up, man? Holy crap. Nice to see you, dude. It's great to see you up at the Crest the other day. He was in that Lamborghini Diablo GT, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty cool. And then Kevin was helping him jump it afterwards. He needed a new battery. Great. Gorgeous car, though. Maybe you guys need a live studio audience. I would say that we definitely do. And people definitely come here sometimes, which is, not ideal for a bunch of people. But certainly anybody who wants to can come see the show most anytime. And then in the future, I'm working on something. I'm working on something behind the scenes that I think, I know if it, If I can pull it off, I know it's going to be amazing for everybody. It's going to be really great for us. It's going to be really great for this whole kind of thing that we do, and it's going to be really, really great for the audience, not just the loyal audience of this show, although you guys will definitely get the most out of it. But it'll be interesting to anybody, I think, and that is something that we're really looking forward to. It's a weird little niche thing we're doing, but in my mind, I have a way to make it much more mainstream without losing what it is. And I might be wrong, but I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Way to have confidence in yourself. I think it might work out. No, I do. I'm very excited. 101 Cars and Coffee's here. What's up? Hey, you guys. Did I see your thing right? Are you taking some time off? Is your next thing not for quite a while, or was that just a typo and you're all on as? There was something that was like next one is in like February or something like that. I was like, well, I can't imagine they'd be promoting that now in the middle of the summer.
It's a little far up.
So I'm thinking it might have just been a typo. Squeaky Thinger. Chris has a camera. 101 Cars and Coffee. So the DeLorean thing on Netflix, it's called Myth. What the hell is it called? Myth?
I totally forget.
I know. Whatever. It's DeLorean on Netflix, and it's 3 parts. It's fantastic. It's the first 5 minutes I hated it. How's that? And then I just simply watched it. I simply pushed through, and fell in love with it. I thought it was very, very well done. I've talked to Kat about it, but she hasn't seen it yet when I talked to her, so I don't know her feelings on it. I reserve, my feelings on how they covered the story till I hear from her, but I really liked it. I think you'll really like it. It's all original footage, which is amazing.
Yeah.
There was apparently some documentary crew that followed DeLorean around in 80 and 81 when all this was going on, because it was such an outrageous story. And we finally get to see it.
It's pretty
The stuff we get to see is nuts. I was blown away. Not just DeLorean boardroom GM stuff, but like home with the family stuff and everything that I was kind of surprised that they went and showed. And it was, anyway, if you're in any way interested in DeLorean or the DeLorean car or the DeLorean story, if you like Manuel Carrillo's show Seduced by Speed and the DeLorean episode, if you watched Framing John DeLorean or any of those movies, I highly recommend this one. This is, I think, maybe my favorite one so far, with the only one major caveat. Major caveat
She's not
was the
in it.
glaring lack of participation from Catherine. And I don't know how or what. There's obviously a political thing behind the scenes with the brother and whatever the fuck. I don't want to say too much, but I will say that if there is one thing that this did miss for sure, it would be some of the memories from her, the stories from her, the color from her, and or just her interpretations of the things that they were talking about. Because they talked to Christina and they talked to Zach.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Hey, Ryan, newest 101 CNC member. Oh, I see. Ryan. Right, I get it. He's talking to the other Ryan. What? Me? Just kidding. Duco 1965. Highly recommend that one. And then the Shelby American. I had seen, like most of you, the 24-Hour War, which was also put out by Nate Adams and the Adam Carolla Company. That was a few years ago. Before that, my favorite one of all of them is the Paul Newman one, winning the Paul Newman, the Racing Life of Paul Newman. Oh God, is that good?
That's a good one.
I realize it's a lot of my own personal history, so I have my own. I have my own attachments to it.
But I'm really discerning. Like, they're good stories also. So maybe part of it's your thing, but they're good. I like watching them.
Yeah, and Lime Rock, and it's Paul Newman and Salad Oil and all the stuff. Everything I grew up with. I'm such a nostalgic guy. I don't know what the hell happened to me. Maybe it was that stunted youth growth development thing. I don't know what the hell that happened to me to make me such a nostalgic person. Maybe losing my dad when I was a kid. Like, maybe that's probably an obvious thing.
You've always been very thoughtful since I've known you, and I think that feeds into.
Is it perhaps that I'm so emotional and that I follow and feel the feels that nostalgia makes you feel the feels. So maybe that's why I've always been attracted to it. I like to feel the feels.
Yeah. I think that it triggers in you what you had or didn't have, and then you are smart enough to go through it and figure it out and make it good.
Helps put together the missing pieces. Oh,
Right.
yeah. It's Dino DNA. Spared no expense. That's what this show is. Dino DNA. That's very funny. Auto Kennel. Hello, Auto Kennel. Oh, I'm going to miss you this week. He's going out of town again to do another. Oh, no. I think we might see him on Friday. He's going to try and come to Breakfast Club. On the
Before
way.
that.
Yeah, on his way out of town. Universal sign for it. Out of town. Mad world for anybody. Just went sailing right out there. He just went sailing right out there. Milton Berle. Sailing right out there. Hopefully on Friday. Uh-oh, that sounds like no. He's going to be so busy. Paul Newman and Steve McQueen, quality actors and race car drivers. Agree, Beverly Whedon. Do you have a preference of the two? I'm Team Newman just because I grew up there with him. That was my childhood. Not watching the movies, seeing Paul Newman around at the grocery store and on Route 7 and up at Lime Rock and stuff. Oh, you got food poisoning. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Hopefully it's just that. But sucks. That's the worst. But getting COVID test just to be sure. Yeah, smart. Luckily, I don't think those two things overlap. Like, I haven't heard a lot of people with COVID shit their brains out or anything like that. Just not that kind of a flu.
No. I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Just loss of senses and shit, which
I mean, I
I'm
do remember
jaded.
last year, Lance Stroll, the F1 driver, when he got COVID, he had a stomach ache. But
Oh, really?
yeah, so don't know.
Who was it? Lance who?
Lance Stroll,
Oh.
if you watch Formula One, you might know him.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking to myself, those guys usually have an iron stomach. What the hell did he eat?
Yeah. It's a
You
good
that's,
question.
prairie oysters or whatever from that movie.
Funny fun. For years I didn't put that together. Oh,
Don't they say it in the movie?
probably. but
Testicles. They're testicles.
Yeah,
And he's
but-
like, "Pff," that's when he spits it
my
out.
family laughs over everything. We're really loud.
Oh, that's true.
So I
So
didn't.
you would never hear the line.
Nope.
Oh, that's so funny. 996 Schwag, what's up, buddy? Huge shout out to Fountain of Wellbeing and the cannabis brand of his stuff. I don't know if it's still that anymore. I realized as I was saying it, I just talked to him today, and he's got 2 new brands launching, and I don't necessarily know what they're called. So party on. Okay, cool. So, but anyway, he's got 2 brands launching that we're very excited about. He's got his place in Palm Springs about to open, and obviously the one here in North Hollywood is doing great. Huge shout out to Fountain of Wellbeing. If anybody is in need of some medicinal, or I guess these days recreational, you can have anything you want. In our
He
case,
does
medicinal.
both. He's very heady about it, so he knows what's in all of it. Pretty cool.
Hydrotic brand. Hydrotic brand is the new name. Oh, I gotta check that out. Hydrotic brand. Hydrotic brand. Yeah, Hydrotic brand. All right. I'm making sure I got it right. I'm sorry. Such a knucklehead. Jewish M3 is back. What's up, Jewish M3? All right. Viewer mail. Some stuff. We got some stuff.
Really?
Stuff in person the other day, and then we got some stuff that arrived via the old-fashioned postal service. So this was Lauren, who shows up to Breakfast Club sometimes. Lauren. I'm sorry, not Lauren. Oh, man, I thought his name was Lauren. Shit. I know another guy named Lauren, and it's Loren, and this is Lorne, just like Michael's and every other Lauren. So anyway, Lauren. Sorry, I'm a dick. I really am the worst at this. I'm trying to get better. Anyway, he was at Breakfast Club the other day, and he said, "Hey, if you were hat people, what color would you want?" And I was like, "That's a weird question. I mean, like, we're hat people. I mean, not you, but me. I mean, sometimes, usually." So he put these there, and they have a very, it's hard to describe. I don't know what the name of the brand is. It looks like Decky, but it looks like a very faint speedometer. Can you see it? No, not that way. You can't. Here, we'll do it here. See that? There it is. There it is. That's the way to do it.
Oh, it's like iridescent, kind of.
Well, I think it's gloss on matte.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
Yes.
They call it like ghosting. not like don't respond to my text ghosting, but like on a black glossy car, they put Porsche in matte black on a stripe. That's called like a ghost stripe.
Right.
You know? Okay. Gosh, I don't feel very smart today. Is that coming across in the show?
You're holding it together, but there's been a lot happening.
I'm very sorry to everyone. I do not feel like I'm at my best. Tone on tone. Donna, seriously? Yeah, tone on tone. Mama Stiglette coming through on the tone on tone is exactly what that's called. Anyway, from Lauren Freeman, Director of Sales. Oh, Portfolio Auto Consulting. Oh my gosh, I never realized that was the same guy. Now I feel like I'm putting things together in real time. Yeah, all right. Okay. He's Canadian.
Oh,
It's Vancouver. Awesome. All right. Well, that's great.
neato.
So there's these. And then so the other day, more hats. All right. Look at that. That's fun. Yeah, what is all this? Yeah, all right. No note, but a lot of things to write a note with. Here's a pad, a couple of pens in an envelope like a hotel. And these are from Collecting Cars, the auction website, Collecting Cars. They offered us and some sort of a deal. I don't know what it is. It's like a referral program. Like if we refer people to Collecting Cars and they list, I think we get something for that. And then I think if the car sells, we get something for that.
That's super nice.
Right now, we just got this stuff and we didn't do anything. So they must be good for it.
That's right. Thanks, guys.
Shout out to Collecting Cars and the Collecting Cars website. We've definitely talked about it on the show because we've talked to people who've had cars on there. 3930, medium large, 3930, medium large. That's cool. Oh, they're fitted. I see what it is. That's cool. Little stretch backs. That's cool. It's great stuff. Thank you very much to everybody. So I think what we'll do in order of getting the name out there for all of these guys, I think that these will be on the roof of the car at Breakfast Club on Friday, as we do, or on the donut table. And then I think it's kind of a grab bag thing, right? I think that's
love
very
that.
cool. So thank you very much. Super cool. We will definitely spread the word. And at this point, I'm going to tell you, if you're about to list your car on an auction site, I would definitely recommend using Collecting Cars for your auto auction online needs. Yeah. Pretty close. Oh, and this is the time to tell you to go get yourself some GVBC merch. The dual shift hat. Oh, I didn't grab a Breakfast Club hat. They may actually be sold out. That may be why. This has nothing to do with anything other than I grabbed it the other day. You wouldn't even want to know why. I showed it to her. I'll tell you why. This is how lunatic-y I am. We were watching an episode of Entourage before dinner, with dinner, and it was the one where Vince is shooting the fire movie. Remember, and he gets fired out the fire movie, but whatever. They're up in Angeles Crest, and they're shooting in this cabin, or they're someplace. It doesn't really say. Anyway, the house they're staying at, some cabin, while they shoot this thing, I was like, that's so familiar. It's so familiar. Didn't really think why. Didn't really care why. Just whatever. And sure enough, about halfway through the scene, I just paused it, and I go, I know where they are. And I turn around, I go, they're in the freaking cabin from Friday the 13th. The one from Final Nightmare, or Final Chapter, whatever, the Corey Feldman one. They're in Corey Feldman's house from Friday the 13th. And sure enough, literally, because we have a media server, I was able to just hit pause and click over to a different app on the Apple TV and go find it. Sure enough, exact same location, same stuff on the walls, same stuff in the kitchen. The same family clearly lives there, and they don't change a thing whenever they shoot there. So it was very funny. Entourage, Friday the 13th, The Mask. Back to GVBC merch. This has become my favorite shirt. You might also notice the one underneath. This is the first time I'm wearing this. It actually hasn't been washed yet, but I like it a lot. And it's the new 101 shirt. All available from the Dual Shift website and from the Dual Shift Instagram account. Gosh, I think that's right. Is that right, David? He's liking it. Yes, that is right. And Henry, have you seen your new camera angle? Holy crap. Let's go to Henry on camera 5. Henry, look at this. Holy crap. Can you believe that? That wasn't possible before. Thank you and your iPhone 11. Corey Sabia, hey, dude, how do I get one of those shirts? Well, it's interesting. You can go to dualshift.com. You can go to the Instagram for DualShift, DUEL. And or you can send me a message and your address, and I'm sure we can figure something out for you, Corey. My hometown used to run the high school TV studio where I did my show in high school.
That guy. That's so
Guards
cool.
Rad says, yes. I like that shirt. Gimme. Just kidding. By the way, this is very soft. This was very soft. Howdy, guys. Pete McNulty, we miss you. How is your hip, brother? Are you driving again yet? Pete McNulty had a total hip replacement. Oh, hi. Sorry.
That's, I had no idea.
What? You didn't?
No, people talk to us about different stuff.
It's hard to remember it all,
And
isn't
I
it?
can't remember anything.
No,
so
there's
I
too
just
much.
wave and smile and
There's too much also when you're out and about. In order for you to be out and about, this is how bad your personal situation is. For you to be out and about, you've got to be high as a kite. So you know, to stay medicated like that, it's impossible to remember everything.
yeah,
Don't beat yourself up about it.
thanks.
And don't let anybody else either. When they're like, oh, remember I met you 5 times. Like, just keep that smile going and be like, I'll try to remember this time. I mean, it is what it is, you know? You don't owe anybody anything.
Thanks.
You're giving people a lot just by being you.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's we all get older, we're all forgetting shit. People are a little more understanding.
Well, we're at that age where I remember my mother saying this when she was this age. She developed CRS. All adults my age have it. Does everybody know what that is? Can't remember shit. Can't remember shit. You can't remember shit at this age. Once you hit 40, you can't remember shit.
Right.
I don't know why. It just happened. It happened to coincide with us then beginning to partake in the medicinal cannabis. So I just always assume one thing led to the other. But we're at that age. You can't remember everything. Also, way too much is happening in the world these days.
Yeah. There's a lot everywhere, so I just flow with the conversation as best I can.
Yeah, you're the best.
Whatever.
Corey Sabia has CRS. Yeah, see? Soon back to the clutch. He's limping. All right, so you're limping and then soon back to the clutch. Man, hang in there. Speedy recovery to you. That's a lot to deal with. A total hip replacement, folks. And if you don't know what that is, I don't even want to talk about it because I might throw up, but look it up. They go in there. There's a lot of tools involved. There's a lot of power tools from Home Depot involved in that one. I'm not kidding. Stiglette's laughing, but I'm serious. You know, they got.
Do not expect Home Depot.
But I swear to God, if you ever see this stuff hasn't been on the TV since before you were probably even born. There used to be a show on late at night called Operation, and they would just show operations. So people our age have like watched knee replacements and neck surgeries and all sorts of gross, like spines, and they flop the lung out to get to the heart or whatever all this crazy stuff, cracking chest plate. Oh my God, the stuff I used to see. Anyway, all to get to, they're using the same tools I used to build this studio. It's like Makita drills and DeWalt saws and stuff, and they're sawing through bone. Because what else would you use, right? It's probably a medical blade on there, but the saw is.
That's so gross.
Does anybody else remember those? Pete McNulty says too much soccer. Auto Kennel says, what channel is this? CRS. I've fallen and I can't get up. You remember those? There's someone outside my window. You remember all those? Life Alert from Life Call. It's Life Alert. The necklace.
Yeah.
They made somebody sampled it for a rap song. I remember. I've fallen, but I can't get up. I've fallen, but I can't get up.
Things we made fun of back in the day. We all need it.
101 Cars and Coffee. I don't have an excuse. I just have a terrible memory. Maybe I should start smoking at our events. Well, if you need it, yeah. And if you like it, yeah. Don't start it just because it's a weird thing. Oh, man, I remember that show. Wish I was 40 again. Beverly Whedon. Well, I guess I can't ask you because your screen name would indicate that you're probably a lady. So I guess I can't ask. But You'll always be 29 to us. How's that? Cortez E. Pizarro. Whoa. Cortez, what's up, buddy? Even his picture there looks like serious business. I'm going to wave at you, but I'm doing it very friendly. It's like a honk honk hawk. You know, one of those? It's definitely not a honk.
Or when you try out a new car, you don't know the horn. You go to honk it, and it's like, oh no.
Isn't that the worst?
I think there was a Larry David episode on that.
There was. You're exactly right.
He was in a Tesla, I remember.
My memory says he was driving Jeff Garland's 55 Chevy Bel Air that Garland had just picked up. And somebody behind him, he thought honked the horn, but the truth is they were just listening to the Amco commercial with the AA honk, honk, MCO. And he's like, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Something like that. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, I remember one, oh God, what's the guy?
Maybe two.
Ted, why am I forgetting his last name?
Ted Danson?
Yes, Ted Danson.
There was a time when he was the most famous actor probably in the world, definitely in television.
Still wouldn't know his name.
What's up, that Porsche girl? Ted Danson.
Yeah, so he buys this Tesla, and Larry David decides, I want to go test drive it. And this was like, I think, 2016, so Oxnard was like, you gotta get a Tesla.
You're right, I
Model
do
S.
remember this, yeah.
He pulls up behind a cop, the cop's not moving, he goes to honk, and then the cop gives him a ticket.
I totally remember that. You're exactly right. So there's 2 horn honking episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Wow.
It's an important issue.
Apparently so.
It's a hot topic. Hot topic. Oh, man. So what's up, Laura? How are you? Missed you at the last couple finish lines. Sorry. William James Baker, which is not Tyler James Williams, but is, I think... No, Tyler Williams... There's Tyler James Williams is the guy we worked with. The
Yeah.
kid from, yeah. But then there's Tyler Williams, who signs in here sometimes, who isn't that guy, but is the Corvette guy whose engine just blew up from Breakfast Club. But now here's William James Baker, which is the other 2 names, but it's not somebody we know, is it?
Not
Hi, Bill
me.
Baker. Nice seeing you. That damn Amco commercial. Just chilling. Bobby Bass. Hey, y'all. I'm late to the party. Yeah, that's all right. You're okay. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for showing up at all. You know what I mean? It's amazing. The Riff Raff crew is in the house, thanks to Bobby Bass being here now. So usually there's a few of them, actually, because Dasha and Mr. Nautis, Jerry, are usually here. I haven't seen Jerry tonight. I'm the 996 C4S guy. The 996 C4S guy. What color is it? William James Baker. Oh, wait, aren't you are you the agency? William James Baker, the agency? You made the video on the thing that people took different ways? Polar Silver, absolutely. But aren't you also a VP for the Porsche Club LA? Is that you? Yeah, all right. Well, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Okay. GVBC stuff, if I didn't say it before, available on Dual Shift. I said it before. I definitely said it before. Definitely said it before. Pins with pictures. Pins and pictures. This shirt, there's a GVBC hat. Like I said, I don't know if it's sold out or not. I just didn't grab one because I think he was low. But it's all good stuff. All very excited about it. As a reminder, our portion, our proceeds from that, we get a couple bucks from each of the Breakfast Club items sold, like this one and the hat. And the
And
shirt,
this one.
not the Dual Shift hat. Oh, whatever. You know what I mean.
The
The Breakfast
shirt
Club
I'm
stuff.
wearing.
The Breakfast Club stuff is eventually it's going to go to the foundation, but currently it's going towards her GoFundMe, which is available as well. Oh, it is all the same. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, good. It's available on GoFundMe. It's available on the website. God damn it. Too much stuff happening. A lot of thoughts went through my head when I realized who that was. I don't know if you know this, William James Baker. Your video is liked, I'm sure, and questioned by a number of people. That was a weird one. Yeah. He does have a great ACH video. So here's the book that when I was a kid, I talked to Basem about this book on Sunday at the Formula One watch party. Shout out and congratulations to Oko, by the way, who won that thing.
That was a good race.
That was crazy, right? Wasn't that nuts?
The whole time I was just on my feet. I was just like, wow.
Couldn't believe it. And I'll tell you what, I can't help but be a Lewis Hamilton fan. I don't want to be one, but he's so effing good that I refuse to not be one because it's like, why wouldn't you root for the winning team? Even though he didn't win that race. He's just so stinking good. He was in first, then he was down to 14th, and he worked his way back up to he podiumed. And quite frankly, if Alonso didn't do such a good job holding him back, he would have done better. He made up all that time on the last lap.
It's amazing.
It was like, what, 3.5 seconds
great.
quicker per lap?
Whatever it was, I think he made up like 6 on the last lap. It was something ridiculous because he was like, well, we're not saving tires or anything, and he just drove. And it was, you just watched the interval. Every time he passed a thing, it was a half second or a second less. The interval shrunk. It was cuckoo crazy. But shout out to those guys. While we were there at that wonderful party, thank you to Pop710. Huge thank you to Pop710, Sergio, for having us. And while I was there, I was talking to Basem about this book. Basem was just in New Canaan, Connecticut, visiting the Glass House, which is a famous architectural home and artist installation in New Canaan, Connecticut. And while he was there, he was talking about the town, and he said, oh, I only know it from the ice storm. And I was like, it's all my hometown. I always used to say, I go, that library and that movie is where I checked this book out when I was a kid. I bought this copy much later, but when I was a kid, I checked it out from the library. So anyway, if you don't know this book, this is a great book, and this is the book to have on DeLorean because it's photo heavy. All the stories there too, but it's photo heavy, like really great stuff from design all the way into production and certainly the aftermath. Good stuff. Highly recommend.
It's an interesting read.
Yeah, thanks for checking it out after watching that documentary. I put it in there just in case you were still interested after watching 3 hours of it.
I was. I'm fascinated by fascinating stories, and that's one.
What I think a lot of people don't maybe realize is, Catherine has been a part of my life forever, but you know her just as my friend. So you know your husband's friend, Catherine DeLorean, John DeLorean's daughter, but that doesn't really mean anything unless you really know the story and who he was in the whole bit. I feel like now you have a better idea.
Now I have a way better idea, but I literally knew nothing when I met you. Like, that went right by me. When I was younger, I had no idea.
I remember bringing the time machine to your apartment building and parking it in the garage, and all of the neighbors were like flipping out about how cool it was, and you were like, I don't get it. It's amazing. Corey, how long did you have that DeLorean for again? Well, I had a couple. And it was with the same friend that, if you watched the show the other day, we did that Ghostbusters episode. So many people watched that one live, and then like nobody's watching the replay of it. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I don't care. It's very funny though. Let's see. I think about 5 years is the answer, plus or minus. About 5 years. I know I was in the DeLorean game for 5 years, plus or minus, because like. I bought the first one through the internet. I think I told you guys about it, but it was not a good car. The idea was I'm going to buy a DeLorean and cut the crap out of it, ruin a good DeLorean to make a time machine out of. So my thought was I'm going to buy a crappy DeLorean. I'm going to buy a DeLorean with a good engine, but a DeLorean that like doesn't mind that I'm going to screw into every panel. I'm going to rip out the interior. I'm going to break all the glass, like all of the stuff that you have to wreck. And anyway, so I thought I'd buy this like it was like $10,000 or maybe a little bit more on the internet on eBay. I thought I'd buy this car, and I talked to Danny Botkin about it first, and he goes, "Well, you can't go wrong with a $10,000 DeLorean because even if it's crap, you're going to get your money. You'll be able to resell it for at least $10,000." And I was like, "Well, that's a really good point." So by the time that car arrived in only like very quickly, only in a couple of weeks, and it needed a lot of work. I think it was like a $30,000 line item to make it like a perfect car. Now we wouldn't need to make it a perfect car, but it didn't make sense to spend $30,000 getting it close to perfect to then put another $30,000 into it in time machine recreation stuff. Like it just didn't make any sense. The cheap DeLorean all of a sudden was very expensive. So I asked Danny, I said, what would you do? He goes, honestly, I'd just find another car. I'd sell this one and find another car. And I was like, well, that's a great idea. And he's like, just find a better car. Send it to me first. I'll, check it out and whatever. Anyway, we found one in, I couldn't send the car to him because it ended up being in Arizona, but a super clean car. And we flew out and bought it. And then, and that's the one that became the Time Machine. 2007. All of that happened in 2007. And I don't remember when they ended up restoring the screen used one. I ended up helping get that done, but then didn't do much on the actual project. I left. We had our own company at the time, and there was a difference of opinion as well of how things were being done and stuff. But I feel like that was 2012. So it seems like 5 years.
That makes sense.
I know it was long enough that like it was my life for a couple years. It really was. It really took over things. I didn't intend for it to, but it really did. Like everything. Like I had a message board. So like that was my evening time, and then like you're building stuff in the garage, and then helping other people build stuff, and then doing events, and then like helping Bob Gale would call me when like, oh, there's things coming up, and can we coordinate this, that, get the car here, there. Like it was so cuckoo crazy. It became a full-time job, and it didn't actually make money back. Like it made enough money to support the car by doing events and stuff, but it really just kind of upkept the car. There wasn't. You would need a fleet of them to have a business out of it, So it didn't justify all the time, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Like if you wanted to be like the king of all things DeLorean or whatever, like, oh yeah, it totally makes sense. I personally didn't need to be king of all things DeLorean. There are people, by the way, let me go on the record and say that there are people out here on the internet and in the real world that very much need to be king shit in the Back to the Future DeLorean world. I'm just not one of them. I was very happy to walk away from it. This came up earlier today with somebody sent me a message because Bob Gale just did an interview the other day, and he was talking about the DeLorean restoration, and he included me in there's usually two other guys that they always talk about, and then I was the third guy. It was actually me and Bob Gale and then those other two guys. But it was nice. Somebody sent me an interview that Bob Gale did the other day where he did mention me and thank me. And it was like, oh, that's cool.
That's
a recent interview. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I haven't been totally erased and forgotten erased from existence. Corey, that was a lot. You got me reminiscing there. And then I went through the whole thing as I do. So I think about 5 years. But you were 9 in 2017. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I think you're terrific, man. Are you still sailing? It's probably like summer sailing season, right? Selling seashells down by the seashore. You were 9 and wishing you could drive. Yeah, man. I remember those days. See, I was living in Wilton, though. We had a go-kart. I had a go-kart. And I drove that all over our yard and Moriarty Drive, which we talked about on the show once. So I was already driving. We had a tractor when I was a little kid, and then I had the go-kart. So I was already driving.
We had a tractor, but I don't think a go-kart.
You had a tractor?
Oh, yeah.
You had a ride-on lawnmower.
Yeah. And
Yeah, you had a ride-on lawnmower. I'm trying to say those are different things.
Are they?
In my mind, I'm saying they're different things.
We had a steering wheel and
Yeah,
we
sure.
drove. Is that not the same?
It's a ride-on lawnmower, right? Did it have any other purposes? Could it plow a driveway? Could it tow a trailer?
It could probably tow a driveway where we lived. Like,
You can't tow a driveway.
plow.
That's
God
not
damn
an
it. Plow a
Oh, okay.
driveway.
Well, then sure, yeah.
But I didn't use it for that. Shit.
No, you did. You nailed it. Corey says, you bet. I just did the 220 nautical miles the other day around Long Island race from New York City Harbor to Glen Cove. Holy crap, that's awesome. That's amazing. How many people on your crew? And we won, he said. How many people on your crew for that? You grew up in the country when you had a go-kart. Yeah, big time, Dorian. And it was a fun kart, because I had fun with it. No, there was like it was made by Manco, like the lawnmower people, whatever, ironically. But it was called a fun kart. You know what I mean? Like it was not a fancy racing kart. It was not a shifter kart. It didn't have a straight pipe. It had a little Briggs & Stratton and a little metal frame. There wasn't much to it. I'm pretty sure it was one-wheel drive, because it was chain drive around that one wheel, and I think the other one was just a roller. Pretty sure. It didn't have a live axle, that's for sure. But I drove it all over our field and through the woods and stuff. And then, like I said, we're ready to drive.
It's one-wheel drive. Probably do a little bit of drifting.
There was no it was 3.5 horsepower.
Oh, 3.5.
Yeah. And I think we upped it to 5 at one point. You know, I think it was like I got good grades 1 year or something. And he was like, you know, or whatever. I got a Christmas present. We got the bigger engine. Whatever it was barely, you know. I mean, it was like a little bit more. Those cheap carts were the best. Yeah. If I had to, I mean, this thing was probably like $600 if I had to remember. And this, let's see, when I would have been in 10, it would have been like 87. So whatever $600 is in 87, it can't be more than $1,500 now. So it was not like the best go-kart in the world. It was not from FAO Schwartz, that's for sure. They were fun, Carissable, and it was the best. I loved it. And as I told you guys, I had a CB and a whip antenna on it and everything. It was so cool. I know. Ridiculous. All right, this is the No Show. It's been another No Show, everybody. Shelby American talked about it. Please go watch it. It's on Netflix. Really good. And support our friend Nate Adams over at Chassis Media. Viewer mail, did that. Pop 710, huge thank you to the whole Riff Raff crew. GVBC merch, we talked about that. Now I have to tell you about St. Clair Insurance because they say all that separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. St. Clair Insurance has coverage for your toys. The collector car market is all over the place. You hear me say it every time. It's more true every time I say it. It hasn't slowed down and it's getting more ridiculous. The auction sites like Collecting Cars, Bring a Trailer and such, but Collecting Cars specifically, are absolutely all over the place. It's hard to even get a car listed on those sites these days because it's just everything is all over the place. It's a tumultuous time in the auto industry. Anyway, it's a great time to get the valuation done on your car and then check out your auto insurance and see where you're at. I would recommend going to coverageforyourtoys.com and talking to Jeff Sinclair to see what options he can get for you. He specializes in collector cars, which a lot of our viewers have. So, go to
coverageforyourtoys.com.
Whoa! I was going to say coverageforyourtoys.com, coverageforyourtoys.com.
Coverageforyourtoys.com.
You're amazing. Isn't it amazing? I have a spare. Let's go karting someday. Oh, I'd love that. Damien, I'm sure I still have many, many laps probably prepaid at K1. We used to really enjoy K1.
They have that new Burbank location, so we could do like a breakfast club and then maybe head down there.
I know. There is a new one in Burbank. And they were talking about it for like a decade, and now it's finally here. Have you been up there yet?
I actually went once with Alex, who has a E39 5 Series. And so,
oh, Sully Sound?
Yeah.
Sully Sound.
Yeah.
He's doing the Cannonball.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's prepping that E39 for a Cannonball. I think he's got the siren, he's got everything. He's all policy-ed out.
Siren, radar jammers, radar detectors, lights. I mean, he's got it all.
That's awesome. So you went there with him?
Yeah, I went there with him, and then we went out to Cal Speed, and he's actually going to be racing with me 2 weeks for the Classico Grand Prix at Cal Speed.
Awesome.
So
super cool. Oh, look at this. That's great. So you're prepping him you're getting him ready for the you're like his trainer for the Cannonball.
Yeah, you can call me driver coach, I guess.
I love that.
But yeah, the cool part, I brought one of my GoPros, put it on his helmet, and so got a bunch of cool footage.
That's awesome, man.
That's so cool.
Can't wait to see all the stuff you got coming up on your YouTube channel.
Oh, it's gonna
Everybody
be
go
exciting.
follow the Stiglette on YouTube. And if you are not already... Oh, no. Well, if not already, please follow the Stiglette. If not already, please consider following Ray Schaefer as well for your backstage pass to all things Porsche brand heritage and the occasional plug for your friends. That's Ray.Schaefer, S-H-A, honk, honk, F-F-E-R. See how it all ties in? It's a callback. Now, this is Jay Ryan from Late Night Playset reminding you to please like, subscribe, and comment below. This feeds the internet algorithm and eventually us as well. Be a pal, like, subscribe, and comment below. It'll be fire. Where is it? Oh, it's all this. Over there. Oh, well. Stiglette, whenever you're not here and something goes wrong, I blame you. I don't know if you know that or not. Stiglette!
It's a logical thing to do.
It's not actually your fault and no one actually cares. It just gives me somebody to ping pong off of. So thanks.
Totally get it.
Damien again. I don't know what that means. Oh, Damien. Dorian. Sorry. Did I say Damien? Damn it. Damien. Dorian. Darian. Damn it. That's so embarrassing. And I know you're Dorian. It's worth it to get the snort out of her, though, isn't it? It really is. Those are worth the price of admission, no matter who earns them. So good. So good. All right. Did we do the Ghostbusters trivia already? Oh, that was last week. All right. Let's get that out of here, too. Woo!
That was a good toss.
Yeah, that I didn't know. That's my first. We've thrown pencils. Here, oh, no. There it is. We've thrown pencils. I've never thrown a blue card. That hummed out of here. Like, that really cruised. Did everyone else see that? Oh, it was. It was on the wide shot. So that actually, yeah, good. William James Baker, you have been misinformed. Newcomb's Ranch is permanently closed under the current ownership. It will take a new owner who wants to operate a restaurant for the restaurant to open again. Pete McNulty, stop it. We miss Pete McNulty. Oh. All right, that's enough of that. Have we done it all? I think we've done it all. Is everyone else good? I know, I'm sorry this was a no-show. I really enjoy hanging out with everybody. That's why we have to do them regardless.
It's really fun.
Okay. Good. Guards Rad's laughing. Yeah, Guards Rad. I know we're laughing. I don't know what I said about that earlier, Guards Rad. I can't wait to see it back, because all I know is in my head, you know what was going on in there. A lot. A lot. Thank yous and follows. It's time to thank you for watching. Ask you to please follow. We got the Stiglette over there. Stiglette's spelled pretty much how it sounds. 2 T's at the end.
And an E.
No.
Yeah.
I can't forgive you. We just talked about this last week. Gosh darn it, look at that. You know, my auto, it must autofill it every time, because I have been writing Stiglette with 2 T's thinking, oh, I got it. And it's not as bad as I remembered. Now with the E, it does. It looks like, oh, you said Corvette, which isn't bad.
Yeah, it's like a Corvette.
Yeah.
It's like French it's very feminine in the French language. That's where my brain goes.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it, too. One Vintage goes, he's 40 plus. Fun show. See you soon. I love you guys. You're awesome. Stiglette, you're the best. Thanks for being here. Thanks for dealing with the earlier freak out. I hope you got your post up. Did everything go out?
It's up.
So is that on Instagram or YouTube?
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I think I named them all.
Holy crap. You're on TikTok too?
I am.
Should someone my age be on TikTok?
Yeah, you could if you want.
No. In your young, very appropriate to be their opinion, should I be on TikTok?
I would say yes.
Really?
If you have content that you think people will enjoy, and you do videos.
I do videos.
I think you kind of should.
I do videos, but you remember the impetus for all of us, all of our videos and everything was because our life was falling apart and my wife was dying, and we decided that we wanted to start a place to have all these memories and like a log that. You ever see the movie My Life? It was like that. So it was never really about like, let's get the most content for the people. We've only recently started shifting into that. I don't know that our content.
But I think on TikTok people love stories, so like that
Really?
could kind of be a big one. Yeah.
I thought they didn't like stories. They liked 5-second.
They did, and then
tidbits
that
of
kind of
stories.
died off. Because now you
Really?
can do like unlimited length videos, and then you could have like another phone to do like live on TikTok as well.
Wow.
So they've kind of, where it is now is more like, it's like Instagram but just videos.
Oh.
So it's actually changed quite a bit. Because originally when I heard of the platform and people showed me, I'm like, this is really stupid.
Yeah.
But
I didn't want to say it, but that's what I've thought the whole time.
no, and that's what I kind of
Because I feel like it's feeding the wrong problem. We're feeding the attention span problem and the fragmented thinking and all the. I'm trying to combat that in society.
What's interesting is that suddenly has died off on that platform, and now it's actually genuine people there.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm all
it's
about
actually-
genuine people.
Yeah, it's actually become a good platform, which I was quite surprised.
Dude, that's amazing.
It's the only reason I joined it.
Jeff St. Clair over here just sent this. He said, thought of you. He's near a DeLorean right now. Pretty cool. Jeff St. Clair from St. Clair Insurance at coverageforyourtoys.com, coverageforyourtoys.com.
coverageforyourtoys.com.
Everybody follow the Stiglette on all of those platforms. Go check out the new video on YouTube as well. And do you know when your Magnus video will actually drop, or is that mentioned in this video as well?
We're planning on Thursday. If it doesn't go Thursday, it'll be Friday.
Oh, great. So this week.
Oh, it is this week, for sure.
Congratulations. That's awesome. All right.
Oh, I can't wait.
So check out the Stiglette YouTube channel for the Magnus coverage. And New Life of Old Nicole, Porsche Life 111, Late Night Playset, What Are You Driving Today? And the Good Vibes Breakfast Club. I think that's everything. I love you. Stiglette, we love you. We love everybody at home on YouTube and over here on Instagram. Thank you so much for being so amazing. Beverly Whedon, you are amazing. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you. I can't believe you were here, Ron Goodman, the whole time. Amazing. Love everybody. Have a great night.
I'm Johnny Lieberman, and you.